gun. The air is thick with fear but charged with hope. The British soldiers patrol the streets, and in a corner, a group of young people, barely older than me, whisper, "Are you ready? They might arrest us, but our country must be free." One of them could have been me. We all know Varghese, only 23 years old, who smiled at the gallows and declared, "You can kill me, but my spirit of revolution will never die." Did you know that Khudiram Bose was just 18 years old? A student like us, he was arrested for attempting to end British tyranny and went to the gallows and smiled and said, "I am proud to give my life to my motherland." And then there was Baji Rao, only 12 years old, the youngest known martyr of our freedom struggle. One night in 1938, the British soldiers tried to cross the river in his village. Baji, the boatman's son, refused to ferry them. They shot him dead on spot, and he was only 12 years old. Imagine, 12 years old. Today, most of the children carry school bags, but he carried the weight of his country's freedom on his little shoulders. From Assam came ᴍᴇᴅᴅᴅᴜ, just 17 years old, leading a procession to hoist the tricolor at the police station. The police opened fire. She fell, but even in her death, her hand would not let the flag touch the ground. From Sindhu, ᴄᴏ just 19, tried to derail a train carrying British soldiers. He was caught, tortured, and hanged. But his courage inspired countless young citizens to rise. And let us not forget the young woman whose bravery shook the empire. ᴍᴇᴅᴜ, 21, who led an attack disguised as a man, shows death over capture. Kalpana Datta, 21 years old, who fought in Chittagong army raid and endured brutal imprisonment without betraying her comrades. And then came Rani Lakshmibai, the warrior queen who thundered, "Main apni jaan se nahi dungi," as she charged into the battle. Friends, these are not just names in the history books. There were students, sons and daughters of our age. They had dreams, ambitions and future. Yet they gave it all for us to have the freedom that we enjoy today. But what about us? Freedom is not just independence from the British. It's a right to speak without fear, the chance to study without discrimination, and the power to dream without limitation. And it comes with responsibility. What can a young citizen like us give to nation building? We often think, "I'm just one person, what can I do?" Remember, Khudiram Bose was one, ᴍᴇᴅᴜᴅᴜ was one. So, what we can give? We can give our skills, and we can use what we learn to create opportunities, to create jobs, and we can uplift communities. And we can give our integrity to end corruption by refusing to be a part of it, no matter how small the temptation is. We can use our energy. We can volunteer for cleanup drives, teach underprivileged children, plant trees, and join social work. We can give our innovation to build startups and ideas that solve our Indian challenges. And we can use our voice to speak for justice, equality, and unity. And remember, nation building is not the job of leaders alone. It's the duty of every citizen, every student, and every one of us. So, I ask my generation. When your country calls, will you answer? When injustice rises, will you speak? And when India needs change, will you be the change? Let's not be the generation that only enjoys the fruit of freedom. Let's be the generation who will plant trees for progress for the next 78 years. The tricolor does not wave because the wind blows it. It waves because of the last breath of the soldier who defends it. So, on this Independence Day, let us promise we will dream like Bhagat Singh, we will lead like Gandhi, we will fight like Rani Lakshmibai, and we will sacrifice like ᴛᴇʟᴟᴅ and Baji Rao. The world is watching and India is rising, and we, the youth, will take her to the stars. Jai Hind, Happy Independence Day.